There are places on this earth that seem to defy time itself. They stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires, the endless march of human history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one such place, a giant, a mountain of stone rising from the golden sands. For more than 4,500 years, it has watched the world change. Built for a pharaoh named Khufu, the tallest man-made structure for millennia. The last of the seven wonders still standing. Its scale hits you the moment you stand in its shadow. Why does this single structure grip us? Is it its size, its age, more than a pile of cut blocks, a masterpiece of engineering, a marvel of mathematics, a cosmic clock? Imagine that, a society with no computers, no lasers, no heavy machinery. Yet they created something that still baffles us. Consider the mathematics encoded in its dimensions. The pyramid is aligned to the cardinal points, northeast-west, with an accuracy that is simply stunning. There are shafts inside the pyramid, leading out from the King's Chamber, Queen's Chamber. An astronomer named Virginia Trimble proposed that these shafts were not for air but for stars. The southern shaft of the King's Chamber, for example, pointed to the belt of the constellation Orion. The three pyramids on the Giza Plateau also seem to mirror the stars. These match the three stars in Orion's belt. This theory, known as the Orion correlation theory, suggests that the Egyptians were trying to create a map of the heavens right here on Earth. They were building a heaven on Earth, linking their sacred landscape directly to the cosmic cycles of the gods. It transforms the Giza Plateau from a mere cemetery into a grand terrestrial star chart, a place where the divine and the mortal could meet. This celestial connection changes everything. It tells us that the builders were not just engineers. They were astronomers, priests, and visionaries. They understood that our existence on this planet is tied to the grander dance of the cosmos. The pyramid is a reminder that we are not separate from the universe. We are a part of it. And it suggests that the ancient Egyptians had a far more sophisticated and spiritual understanding of that connection than we often give them credit for. They were speaking a language of stars, and we are only now beginning to decipher it. The pyramid is not just a relic, it is a challenge to our assumptions. Who were the people who built this wonder? For centuries, the popular story was that the pyramids were built by slaves. But modern archaeology tells a different, more human story. Excavations near the pyramids uncovered the remains of a vast workers' city. They were skilled laborers. They were craftsmen. They lived in organized communities. They were well-fed. They received medical care. The central mystery remains: the methods of construction. One popular theory: a long, straight ramp on one side. But to reach the top, that ramp would be over a mile long, almost as much material as the pyramid itself. Another theory: a spiral ramp corkscrewing around the growing pyramid. More plausible, but little direct archaeological evidence supports it. Then there are more radical theories. Some propose a form of concrete, casting blocks in place. Analysis of blocks has not yet confirmed this conclusively. Other theories push further, suggesting lost technologies involving sound vibration levitation. The Great Pyramid we see today is like a locked house. We can walk around the outside, we can even step into a few of the known rooms, but we have a nagging feeling that there are secret doors and hidden passages we have yet to find. But for a structure so vast, this seems surprisingly simple. In the 1990s, a small robotic explorer named Upu-Out-2 was sent up one of the mysterious shafts leading from the Queen's Chamber. After traveling some 200 feet, it came to a stop. It was blocked by a stone door, a small slab with two copper handles. It was the first time in 4,500 years that a new, sealed feature had been found inside the pyramid. Years later, a new, more advanced robot drilled a tiny hole through this door. On the other side, it found another door, a second blocking stone just a few inches behind the first. What was the purpose of this small, sealed-off space between two doors? These Gantenbrink's doors, as they came to be known after their discoverer, are a perfect symbol of the pyramid's secrets. For every answer we find, the pyramid seems to present us with two new questions, each more intriguing than the last. These discoveries remind us that the pyramid has not yet given up all its secrets. It is not a dead monument, but an active puzzle that is still unfolding. The whispers from within are growing louder. They tell us that there is more to explore, more to understand. They are all clues. They are pieces of a puzzle that we are slowly, painstakingly putting together. The search for hidden chambers is not just a treasure hunt. It is a quest to complete the story of this incredible structure. For most of history, our tools for exploring the pyramid were, honestly, pretty crude. Torches, ropes, dynamite. We chipped away at its stones and, well, sometimes caused more harm than good. But today, we are in the midst of a revolution. New ways of seeing let us peer inside without moving a single stone. We can explore its mysteries with the respect and care it truly deserves. These technologies are like a key that might finally unlock secrets held for millennia. Imagine being able to see through solid rock. Muon tomography. Muons rain down from space. They pass through hundreds of feet of stone. Detectors inside and around the pyramid track muon paths. Dense stone equals fewer muons. Voids equal more muons. The result? An X-ray-like 3D map revealing hidden chambers with incredible precision. Infrared thermography detecting subtle surface temperature differences. Ground-penetrating radar mapping beneath the stone. In 2015, a major international effort was launched. It was called the Scan Pyramids Project. A team of scientists from Egypt, France, Canada, Japan came together with a single ambitious goal. The project began by scanning the Great Pyramid for thermal anomalies. Using sensitive infrared cameras, they took thousands of images of the pyramid at different times of the day and night. On the eastern side of the Great Pyramid, near the ground, they detected an area that was significantly warmer than its surroundings. This suggested that there might be a void behind the stones, a hidden corridor or a small chamber, allowing air to circulate and change the temperature. Using their muon detectors, the Scan Pyramids team made a historic announcement in 2017. They had found evidence of a massive, previously unknown void deep inside the pyramid. This void is located directly above the Grand Gallery, the impressive ascending corridor that leads to the King's Chamber. It is estimated to be at least 100 feet long, with a cross-section similar to the Grand Gallery itself. It was the first major new structural discovery inside the Great Pyramid since the 19th century. They called it the Scan Pyramid's Big Void. The discovery of the Big Void opened up a whole new chapter in the pyramid's story. What is its purpose? Is it a single long chamber? Or is it a series of smaller rooms? Is it a structural feature designed to relieve pressure on the Grand Gallery below? Or is it something more? Could it be the true burial chamber of Khufu, still hidden and untouched? The questions are, honestly, just so tantalizing. The Scan Pyramids project did not give us all the answers, but it proved beyond any doubt that the Great Pyramid has not yet revealed all its secrets. As we peel back the layers of the Great Pyramid, we are not just finding stone and empty space. We are confronting the legacy of a lost world of knowledge. The precision of the pyramid's construction, its perfect astronomical alignment, its complex internal design. This was not a primitive society. This was a civilization with a deep and sophisticated grasp of the world around them. The pyramid is a library, and its books are written in the language of geometry, engineering, astronomy. Some researchers have found that the proportions of the pyramid seem to embody fundamental mathematical constants like pi phi. The relationship between its height and the perimeter of its base is remarkably close to the relationship between a circle's radius and its circumference. If it was intentional, it would mean the ancient Egyptians had a more advanced understanding of mathematics than is currently accepted by mainstream history. It suggests that knowledge can also be lost. It raises the possibility of peaks of understanding in our distant past, followed by periods of decline and forgetfulness. Perhaps the builders of the pyramid knew things that we are only now rediscovering. The Great Pyramid of Giza is more than a monument of stone. It is a monument to human curiosity. For thousands of years, we have looked upon it with a sense of wonder. It draws explorers, scientists, artists, dreamers from every corner of the globe. Why? Because the pyramid's story is our story. It's our endless quest to understand ourselves and our past. This quest drives us forward. It sends probes to distant planets, it builds giant telescopes. But sometimes the greatest discoveries are in the distant past. Will we open the Gantenbrink doors? Will we send a probe into the Big Void? Will we uncover the pyramid's true purpose? I believe we will. Human ingenuity is powerful. Our tools will advance, our understanding deepen, our determination stay. The day will come when the pyramid yields more secrets. Those secrets will deepen our appreciation for its creators. Perhaps the greatest treasure is not gold, but the questions it inspires. It forces us to think, to wonder, to dream. It connects us to our ancestors across an unimaginable gulf of time. The Great Pyramid is a silent stone sentinel waiting for the right questions. Our endless quest for yesterday is a quest to understand who we are and who we'll become.